BHP and Vale Inc. $30 billion settlement for Brazil dam tragedy amid ongoing legal battles. In a landmark settlement, mining giants BHP and Vale have agreed to pay nearly $30 billion in compensations for their part in the catastrophic dam collapse in Mariana, Brazil, in 2015. This agreement, deemed the largest environmental payout in contemporary times, was formalized with the Brazilian government in the presence of President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. The November 5th dam failure, managed by the joint venture Samarco, led to a deadly mudslide, devastating natural habitats, eradicating villages, claiming 19 lives, and leaving over 600 homeless on its path to the Atlantic Ocean. The settlement was signed amid an extensive trial in London that contests BHP's role in the collapse, showcasing the complexity and scope of the legal and moral responsibilities associated with the disaster. The civil lawsuit involves a staggering number of over 620,000 claimants, including 46 Brazilian municipalities and indigenous communities. Despite the scale of the agreement in Brazil, which spans both past and future recovery efforts for those affected, victims groups such as the Movement of People Affected by Dams, MAB, and representative legal entities in London argue that the agreed reparations fall short, highlighting deficiencies and the need for justice. The comprehensive package detailed by the settlement includes 100 billion reais for local government initiatives over 2 decades, 32 billion reais in support for the victims' compensation, relocation, and environmental restoration, with an additional 38 billion reais claimed to have been previously disbursed in compensations. Nonetheless, there's a poignant undertone to the agreement. Some survivors, like Emanuele Vittoria's mother, recount the personal calamities sustained, and resentments are strong among parties who believe industry titans have been let off lightly. The enduring contamination in the Doce River and adverse impacts on marine life testify to the long-term ecological damage. Yet, the agreement falls under scrutiny as BHP maintains its stance of non-liability, citing absence of ownership or control over the dam. Critics emphasize the significance of the concurrent legal proceedings in London, pointing out that many victims were not consulted in the Brazilian agreement, and that spreading reparations over 20 years undermines the immediacy required for full restitution. As this complex legal narrative unfolds, both BHP and Vale remain embroiled in the shadows of the disaster, balancing on the scales of law, societal expectations, and the hard-pressed environmental realities of their actions. Thank you for choosing Satori News.